It is finally time to look at my car emergency equipment, gear, kit, whatever you want to call it. Especially considering my last couple of videos, my car almost kind of sort of got stuck. And I have been wanting to do this video for quite a while, so I figure now is the best time to do it. We will go through and take a look into the bags that I have, what equipment I have, what tools I have, and I'd love to hear from you, letting me know what I may have forgotten or what I could add to my gear and what you think overall. So let's get started before we get any more razors coming and we lose all daylight. Here we have our traction boards, a couple of different kinds, and I was so lucky to actually just use these, so you can look at my review channel for those. This is a 5-in-1 tool. It could be used as traction and also leverage to change a spare tire and scrape ice off of your windshield and shovel. Here we have my tools, which we will look into. This is a bag of cords and cables. And here I have my car emergency kit, my jack, the eye bolts that hook into the car for a tow truck to pull your car up onto the bed. This is a shorty strap from Factor 55. This is a bag of ratchet straps. These are a lot of items that I carry close to my bed when I car camp. We've got a taser here, some spray, a knife, flashlight, some paracord, and I'm never going to remember what all the knots are, so I have that, a personal alarm, and a headlamp. I also have some notepads, one being a Write in the Rain pad. These are my personal protection items. I will not be taking any of them out because I do not want to get demonetized. This is an OBD2 Bluetooth reader. We've got some flashlights, an emergency radio, water containers. These are some personal items like a sewing kit. We have a shovel. There's some fire safety items. We've got a fire blanket, some gloves, and an extinguisher. I like to carry these towels in my car. They're good for cleaning up spills or covering your seats or even wrapping an arm. And now let's take a look at my basket of random items. As you can see, the back of my car is outfitted with a camping setup, and so I do not want to have to get under there to get my jack and my eye bolts. So those live there, the eye bolts. The jack lives here. The only thing that is under there is the spare tire. So if I absolutely needed to, I can dismantle this and get to it pretty easily. Before we get into the bags, I just want to point out that before I really got into camping out of my car, I would carry water. I would carry a glass jar during the summer months so that the plastic, the heat wouldn't make the plastic seep into the water. And then I would switch this glass jar out for a plastic jug. If I can find the picture, I'll show you what happened when I forgot to take this out when the winter started. Let's just say ice expands, the glass jar exploded. Let's get into the easiest small bags first. As I mentioned, these are a bunch of ratchet straps and cam straps, and at times they are nicely wound up and put together. And as I mentioned, this is my bag of cords and cables, mostly for the items that I keep in my car for my camping stuff, but we have cell phone cords and plugs and the power cables to my fridge in case I need to go into a hotel room and charge off of that. I have those other cables. Here we have a smaller bag, and this comes in handy. I have miscellaneous items in here, a toolkit. This has come in handy when my niece accidentally ripped her graduation gown, and then I have just some pain pills, some soap, some towels, some miscellaneous items there, some floss. These are really, really good. Travel Janes. My sister actually used one of these when she was pregnant, and we did the live stream for the Korean corn dogs. I will put a link to that video if you want to check that out. We do not show her using this actual item, but if you just want to watch the taste test for the Korean corn dogs, I will include that link. And then we have emergency tablets. These last for 25 years, and this whole bag is for 48 hours, but you can extend it to 96 hours. 2 of these tablets are 240 calories, so I like to have these because they're easy to get. They're pretty compact, and I mean, I guess I can live for a few days. Some glow sticks, garbage sacks. I have more garbage sacks in the car, hot hands, and hot feet. And then this is your standard car emergency kit that you can get from Walmart or those other stores. And I've added to it, so it is a pretty tight fit. I added a vest so that I can be seen. And it came with jumper cables. I put a small wool blanket in there, and then a poncho. We've got some band-aids, gloves. I put these in there. And these are some triangles for safety if you're broke down. A strap. Jumper cables. And a headlamp. And then some zip ties, which I put in there, some batteries for the headlamp, and some rubber solution, probably for repairing a hole in a tire. Now for my tools. These are 24mm wrenches for my Yakima Exo swing base. They came with 2 of these wrenches, but it is pretty tedious to undo. And so I purchased this ratchet wrench. I don't know what it's called, but it is much more handy to have. In here, I keep my drill, the quick charger, and then I also have a 24mm socket to use for my Yakima Exo swing base and gear locker, just because I don't want to be there forever if I need to take it off quickly in the event of an emergency or I'm stuck. And then I have my drill. This is just a little toolkit I like to grab when I need. And we have some miscellaneous tools in here. Here is the adapter for the 24mm socket and other size sockets. And then this is a part of a set, but I have this handy in case I need to tighten the bolts on my solar panel. And then of course we have these sockets, and the 11 and 10 are missing. And then to the hard case, I keep a bunch of rags in here to kind of keep everything together, because this does stand up on its side. We have gloves, a big magnet for, I don't know, magnet fishing, some nice big scissors, some, what are these things called? Some of these, I can't think of what they're called off the top of my head. A tape measure, locking pliers. Oh, that goes to my set. I have this little hammer. Okay, you can laugh, but I do have a very rugged hammer that is used to hammer in tent stakes and my awning stakes, so this is just as a backup. A handheld screwdriver, gloves, more rags, a tiny crowbar, some spray. I love Goof Off. It is so good to have WD-40. I wish they sold the PB blaster in the small cans, but I haven't been able to find those. And then I have an X-Acto blade and a razor blade. Zip ties. These are the bolts that go along with my 80-20 build. So these are just extra items. Again, we have paper to determine the size of bolts. And then this goes with these, but these like to fall off. Just a big one of these clips. Pencil, and then we have tape. This is what I use to put my lights up on the roof of my car. I love this stuff. Electrical tape, some duct tape, and this is some of that removable sticky tape. And then here, these are various sizes of bits. I use this a lot. Between this and the roll that I have, this comes in handy. And then we have another socket set. So these are some electrical items if I need to fix my light bar on the front of my car. Various hooks. These come in handy. Tape measure, extra blades. And then these are some more hooks and magnetic things. I like magnetic things. These are those D-rings that you can use to attach to stuff. I use this for my outdoor shower. This and a magnet to strap to my car. And then just, these are just other miscellaneous bolts and screws and items I might need. These are those self-tapping metal screws. And then here I carry batteries that I need to refill, some earplugs, and then these are some of these Rescue Me window breakers. And I do have one in my car that is strapped to my headrest because that's the best place that I can put it. This is a pencil sharpener to sharpen the pencil, but also to get some kindling, wood shavings, a bell, fire starter, glue. Oh my gosh, that is so much I need to put away. A hook. This went to a ratchet strap, but I use the ratchet strap for something else, so it's here. All right, we have pretty much lost all daylight. Some guys on four-wheelers stopped to talk to me about my solar panels, and they informed me that tomorrow is the opening of bow season. So that's why it's been especially busy. And with that, let's finish up the basket. Some more of those tablets. I have 3 of these emergency lights. You can hook them onto your car. They have a magnet. They also have a hook because they have a flashlight in them as well. So I have 3 of these. The other one's somewhere in here. This is a water filter. A very robust emergency kit. Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh my gosh, what was that? Okay, a very robust emergency kit. And I also have a tourniquet. I do know how to use this. I am military trained. We go through these. Some gloves. Here's the other emergency light. And I have these ponchos. They are a lot heavier duty than your typical Mylar ponchos. When I was stranded during a hike, I got really sick. I discovered that those Mylar blankets, the emergency blankets, are super cheap, so I invested in some good quality ponchos. We have a gas can, just a 1 gallon. I've not ever used it, and if I did use it, I would go ahead and get a new one because I do keep this basket in my car. And some paracord. This is an expandable backpack. If I have to ditch my car, I can open this up, throw things in there, and go. This is a silky saw. I love this thing. This is in case there's any branches in the way on the road. I can get them out of the way as long as they're not too humongous. These are some contractor trash bags with some Ranger bands around them. These are great for starting fire. They're essentially just bicycle tire inner tubes. I did invest in a better tow strap than the one that I had. So that is this. Somebody will probably say this is not good. I don't know. This is the best that I could find. All this stuff is very expensive. Here we have a container. This is one of those hand saws that you can get at Walmart to cut a tree. Some more Ranger bands. Fire starter. I don't really get into this one this much. Oh, that's where that went. I want to keep this out. Another knife. And I think this is a razor blade too. Yeah, a razor blade too. Fire starter stuff. And a lighter. This is a tire repair kit. I have done a review of this on my review channel that I'll link if you want to go check it out. I would recommend investing in a nice repair kit, a little bit better than what you could get at Walmart. And I plan, if I do need to use this, I would use my drill to make the hole bigger because that can just be a super big pain. So these are very nice to have, and I would absolutely recommend practicing how to use it. A huge can of Fix-A-Flat that if I had to, absolutely had to, I would use it. I know that tire shops do not like this. An emergency blanket, again, much better than those Mylar blankets. This is a small solar panel. So I could put this in my bag, you know, because I go a lot of crazy places in the backwoods, in the backcountry. And so a solar panel would come in handy to charge all my things that I can just put in a bag. And then inside it has some USB plugs. I've had this one for a few years. It's been around a while. And my favorite, a car jumper. I don't believe that this brand is available on Amazon, but you can find these on there. I love this one because I got a very heavy duty one. And from what I can remember, this one can jump a 7.3, whatever that is. Somebody can tell me what it is in the comments. So you can use this to charge your batteries. It has a flashlight on it. It jumps cars, and I have used this numerous times, and it works so well. It works every time. I love this thing. I highly recommend investing in one of these smaller battery packs. You don't have to have the huge, big one, because this is just as powerful, if not more. And this will tell you, has a digital display that'll tell you what your battery, the voltage of your battery is. And it is USB-C. There we have that. And I like to always keep my user manuals. And that is all of my equipment. And there we have it. My car emergency equipment. And let's hope my mic was working. Everything was recorded, because that was a lot to pull out. But I have a specific place for everything, and I would love to know, like I said in the beginning, if you have any recommendations for additional gear. Keep in mind, my car is pretty packed full. And I'd also like to know what you thought of my equipment and gear, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If there are any items that you would like me to do a review on, please comment below and I will do that on my review channel. And I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.